We are looking forward to this game. As we say, it's really first v 8th, the way they finished the competition proper. But Manly have got so much confidence. They can score points, Manly. Let's see what happens in this next 80 minutes. Sharks, first use of the football. And that is some strong collision. That's Jonathan Tafunga. What a first up touch. No surprise, Tarrant in there. Gets through a mountain of work for Manly. There's Vasquez. Matautia playing under duress too. Brad will tell you about that a little bit later on during the game. Now they go a shift straight away here, the Sharks. And it's Ryan King, who we saw in those highlights. Beautiful step and pace and awareness to set up Kyle Flanagan for the first try of the game. Now, Margulius. He was named as the NYC Academic Player of the Year at the Rugby League Players Association during the week, so congratulations to Billy on that one. And they get to their kick on their first set, which will please the coach. It's a short kick, dangerous kick. It's come off the hand of the Manly player. And referee quite rightly says that'll be a loose head and feed for the Sharks.
Yeah, it was an interesting kick from Metcalf. It ends up finding the space between the defensive line and the fullback. Bounces back towards Flanagan, who gets there first. And if the pass is thrown, they score. Yeah, it's 6 to go, but it's a try-saving knockdown.
There were lots of Sharks players there in the screen, you could see. Jade Anderson was the man who was able to get there for Manly. He's done well to get on the park. Here goes Sharks. Great attacking position first up. Kennedy slides to the outside and too strong. Oh, that's far too easy. Jesse Ramian pushes past his defender and opens the scoring within 2 minutes. Now it's going to script.
Now it's going to script. And Hannah mentioned before, what Cronulla did this year was start really fast. Well, this is just man-on-man football. Kennedy does well, just gets Ramian just on the outside of his defender. And we saw this kid make his NRL debut round 26.
Yes.
And he looked comfortable. He looked like he handled the NRL. So put him back here against the NYC players. He was starved of possession last week. Parramatta did a wonderful job taking time away from him. But when you need to win, when you're out of form, when you've lost 3 in a row, you go for your big guns. And that's a huge start for the Sharks.
Canamble Bears Jr. And as you say, that round 26 game, scored a try in that game against Newcastle. Certainly didn't look out of place. And of course, he's a junior Kangaroo as well. Played for them this year. So certainly a bright future. Tavita Furner will be disappointed with his attempted tackle. And to be fair, William Kennedy did very well too to get him in a one-on-one situation, get him to the outside of his man.
Well, that's what, probably a bit of leg speed. He's pretty quick, Kennedy, off the mark, and just had the ability just to skip a bit to the outside and get the Manly defensive centre just keeping interest on him. 3 minutes into the game and Cronulla score first.
Here's Flanagan looking to kick his 138th goal for this season. You can add 20 tries to that as well. They don't get much tougher for the right footer, and he has done it. No problem. So talking about going to script, Hannah Horse, it's right on cue.
Absolutely. Now I was still talking to Michael Ennis earlier in the week, and he told me about Jesse Ramian, and he said he was a guy who over summer, he was a sponge. You know, football hasn't been gifted to him. He's had to work really hard. So whenever he was given feedback on what he could improve on, he was the last one to leave the field, and he'd asked the likes of Michael Ennis to stay back and help him. He's strong and he's confident, and I'm hearing he may even replace Jack Bird next year.
You love hearing those stories, don't you? The ones who work the hardest often get the rewards.
11 roll away.
8 keep going.
Second marker.
So Sharks playing with plenty of confidence. This through their skipper. Look for the offloads for Margulius. He leads the competition stats in that by a long way. Now inside, Ramian does well to hang on to a hard pass. But they're marching upfield comfortably. Now Brayley out of dummy half. This is where he's dangerous. A little offload. Beautiful work to Carr. So it's all Sharks in this opening 5 minutes. Magulius out. Flanagan hit short to have gone forward.
Forward pass. I got you, mate. I got you.
That's what the referee said. But again, dangerous signs there for Manly, Brett.
Very dangerous signs, yeah, and it's from the hard running from Cronulla. Running hard,
Play the ball.
breaking tackles. He did well here, Ramian, just to hold on to the football. Brayley gets out of dummy half. Defensive line's not set. Great late footwork there, and a right arm offload.
Pick it up, pick it up.
But that come on the back of Ramian's great run, winning and play the ball. Manly going backwards gives time for the dummy half to jump out and run some football.
Well, Blake Brayley, of course, his older brother Jaden played it predominantly first grade this year, suffered that broken jaw. But Blake leads the Holden Cup in try assists with 28, leads the Holden Cup with line break assists with 26. Shot! Josh Carr on Jaden Tarrant. That is big contact. So now Manly under pressure with the ball. It's Fatui, front row partner. This is Olakawatu. Good run too. Post-contact meters excellent there. So right, players to the outside, looks offside. Tufunga takes the ball pretty comfortably in the end. But a good settling set there for Manly, getting their hands on the football.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. Well, they're able to complete their set. They're able to settle their nerves, and some big collisions from both running and attack and obviously the defensive side. As they won't be happy there conceding that penalty. We saw Cronulla, Jim, only get one penalty last week when Parramatta blew them off the park. It was 9-1 penalty count. There is no way you can win a football game with that minimal penalties.
Oh, you make it hard for yourself, don't you? They've started their first one in the opening 7 minutes. It's Isaac Lumi. You can hear the contact. The microphones from Fox League picking that up very clearly. Slow play the ball from Lumi. Now at the back to Metcalf. This is Kennedy. This is how they scored the try. Goes behind him. And again, the referee calls play on. Misdirected pass there from William Kennedy, but again, a danger sign there for Manly.
Well, it looks very similar to how the first try was created. When Ramian scores the first try, it comes off the back of Kennedy. Kennedy getting the ball out the back in a second man play. Leg speed just gets him on the outside of the defensive player. This pass goes in front of Ramian, or he throws the dummy. He's straight through. They'd already slid off him. What Cronulla need to do is, yeah, they've started fast, but they also need to make sure they complete, Jim. Completing sets builds pressure.
That's what they didn't do in the second half last week, although in saying that, William Kennedy scored a spectacular try. 2 kicks in it. A big extravagant dummy there from Wright. Picks up Kiowa. More metres for him. Oh, shot. Fatui. He was highly impressive last week. He and his front row partner, this is Tarrant now, both ran for over 100 metres. This is good run from Tarrant. So when they have had the ball, they've been able to match them. Manly just haven't had enough of it. Now Martin. So last tackle, Tom Wright's got it. Now he's running. Brett wanted to see a little bit of that. The kick into Kennedy. Oh, and Wright gets the one-on-one strip. Oh, brilliant. He's done it all himself. What a star.
All right, 0 tackle.
Point to the spot, sir, because that was outstanding.
Well, that is quick thinking. What about the footwork off the cuff? We spoke about it. He's an ad-lib football player, not a game manager. What the Sharks did, by going at him really fast, it pressured him to run. It forced his hand. Right foot, right foot. Kennedy gets the ball off a little grubber. But what about the quick thinking? Let's get one-on-one. Let's steal the ball. And let's get our first try for Manly. That is clever.
Such game awareness. I saw Roger Tuivasa-Sheck do it in a Holden Cup game, and we know exactly where he's gone on to be one of the very good players in the National Rugby League, and they've both got a rugby union background. Tom Wright, he's a former St Joseph's College Hunters Hill student and played his junior football at the Clovelly Crocodiles and the La Perouse Panthers. Wayne Lampkin says, I'm not sure he's the 5'8" that we need, but gee, he runs the ball well. And we just saw it there. Tavita Funa, 2 tries, 3 goals for a 14-point haul last week. No problem there. So we're back to square one. 6-all after 10 minutes. Huge game coming up next. Fox League will give you all the action. It's a superb one, isn't it? Eels up against the Cowboys. I'm expecting a big crowd here. Already you can see lots of Parramatta colours here. Brett Kamali.
Well, 2009 was the last time they got excited.
How'd you go in that game?
I'm talking about Parramatta here, Tim. Thank you for ending my semi-final hopes there for the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Was there 75,000
Yeah,
there that
75,000. The best atmosphere I've been a part of. It was blue and white one end, blue and yellow the other end. A guy called Jared Hayne had a little night out that day, but yeah, they've got plenty of reasons to be excited. It's the greatest time of year if you're a footy fan. If your team is in the competition still and a genuine chance, you put the colours on and you get to the football, or you put the TV on, get some mates around, enjoy the afternoon.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's exciting here in the Holden Cup too, because Manly fans are thinking their side can do it. That was Tarrant, just went straight at Flanagan, making him do his tackles. Now, Fainu. We heard from Hannah before the game just what a difference it has made to his game when he's gone to dummy half. He's been outstanding.
And the fact that he's a halfback, Jimmy, he's got good vision and understands the game. So when you go to dummy half, a lot of times your decisions get made for you. When there's one marker, it's an indicator of the run.
So there's Cust with the kick, escorted off the ball. It was Funa. Okay. I think this is what the sideline official has picked up.
Time on.
Sione Katoa took it no problems, but the issue was that Tavita Funa did not get an opportunity to contest the ball. There's Funa and just taken out. Jesse Ramian. So Manly go again. Cust gets the ball. It's Fatui. They're just getting themselves to centre field. You would think 2 shots at them during the course of this set. They go wide this time to right. The runner. There's the juggle. Iowa hangs on to it. Just short of the line. Fainu thinks about it. Now he's going to pass. Cust. Kawatu scored a try from that very spot last week at Allianz Stadium. Can't do it and brought down in defence. Kennedy there, the fullback. Now Cust back on the inside. Fatui, big space there. Gets over the line, but held up. Just inches short of the line. Manly on the attack again. Fainu to right. It looked like they got numbers. He doesn't use them. He runs himself, and he's still going Tommy Wright. You heard from the referee, that's fine. It's better than fine. It's fantastic. Manly with the second try.
Well, that's a big right foot step that Wright comes off, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There was no one out there. Look at Cronulla. They've got 2 people past the post, which means they go massively in the slide mode. They panic to think the ball's going to finish on the sideline. Wright, we mentioned before, he was forced to come off that right foot in his first try.
Yes.
They went past him and it's run, but on this occasion, he beats about 4 and 5, then gets to Kennedy, who's the fullback, who holds him up, and he fights him off and scores. He's held up there. He's got to go again and gets it down.
Yeah, look at the emotion from the Manly players. We mentioned the rugby union background, of course, so new to rugby league. He only played 3 games last year, had a knee injury.
Where did he learn to run at rugby union? Is that being created, Jim, in the rugby league program?
St Joseph's College at Hunters Hill, Brett.
Okay.
It's his second double. He's done a double in a semi-final in the first 14 minutes. So Funa, no problem. And this has been exceptional, the start from Manly. Oh, Hannah, just a very, very different complex on this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting to watch. We were wondering 1v8 what was going to happen this week, and even though Cronulla started really strong like they have all season, Manly is showing that they're here. They're here to play.
Here we go again. Sharkies with the kickoff. Fatui slumbers into them. Sets himself for the contact. It was there in the form of 4 Sharks defenders, Vasquez and King. among them.
11 off the ball, but 2 in hole.
This looks like Marbani getting in for a touch. And Anderson had to overcome a fitness test last night at training. He's clearly done that. Oh, contact again from King. This time on Tarrant.
Keep going.
Mark there. Martin. Good power through the tackle.
Go, 5.
And they get to their kick through Cust. And again, they're going to Katoa. And again, he takes it superbly. And this winger, who's got an exceptional record at Holden Cup level, has done it again for the Sharks. But a really good set after points, Brett Kamora.
A great set after points. Manly are now 6 from 6 on the completion scale, and that come up early there. And Cronulla are sitting 3 from 6. You can't do that. You cannot start a game an incomplete set. They haven't completed the set since they scored a try.
Yeah.
Time on, tackle 2.
Jesse Ramian just off the mark there. Here's his centre partner, Isaac Lumi. Now, Margulius, there's an offload. Brayley gets it away. Tautia set up on Andrews is there. Margulius again. Second hit up this set. And again he stands in a tackle. He's not a big man. He must have incredible strength. So Flanagan looks to get it into a corner. He does that. Bounces for Smalley. This man has strength. Flanagan comes again in the tackle. So now we're going set for set. It's Anderson. Smalley with the second hit up. That's too slow. Got a pat on the head from Manase Fainu, but they're the types of things, Brett, that makes it really hard for your team.
Well, we saw something very similar to this last week from Parramatta over Cronulla.
Yes.
They lose the physical battle. So that means Manly get to go 50, 60, 70 metres upfield. Manly win the collision gym, so they win the play the ball speed. You try and slow it down, what do you concede? You concede a penalty.
Well, that was the feature of last week's game, wasn't it? Just the power of the Eels. And there is no doubt that Manly have looked at that, seen where their strengths are, and they're trying to exploit them. So Manly, again, good attacking position. This is far too. There's a good shot again from Josh Carr. He shortened up a couple already today. Cust goes to the outside. Olakawa, 2, still going. He's proven a handful out on this left-hand side. Now Cust again, dummies to the outside. Set upon by Vasquez. Agulius. Players on the ground now. Fainu might think about a run. He goes to Fatui out the back there. This is Tarrant getting across the line. He's got it down. Well, they're marching past the Sharks, giving them a little bit of lip service as well. But it's all Manly at the moment.
Oh, there's some massive warning signs for Cronulla. Falling off tackles, missing tackles. Manly winning the physicality, the support, the enthusiasm. They're winning everything at the moment. Imagine losing 3 games in a row after beating the benchmark in sudden death. And now all of a sudden, you're 16, about to be 18 points to 6 down. Oh, there's some nervousness out there.
Well, this is a winning side. This is the side that won the SG Ball in 2015. They've added a few players to that squad, but this is a winning side, a championship side, and now they're under pressure. Well done, Jaden Tarrant. As I mentioned, excellent for them last week, over 100 metres against the Cowboys. South Newcastle boy. And the games that we've seen him play this year, he has been excellent. So Tavita Funa looking to add the extras. You're right, it'll be 18 points to 6. And you just wonder about psychologically the impact that can have on a team, Hannah Hollis.
Jimmy, you know they called Jaden Tarrant Captain Slaughter on the field, and wait for it, Captain Cuddles off the field. This guy's really turned his career around despite suffering with injuries this year, and now he leads that forward pack.
Captain Cuddles, that's not bad.
I thought that was your nickname from the Roosters. Huh? The most aggressive back rower in the competition. Jimmy just had it the other way around, Hannah.
Touche.
Cuddles on the field and aggressive off it.
Touche.
Now, if Cronulla concede a penalty, it's massive dire straits. They need to win some tackles. You watch the enthusiasm, the challenge Manly keep throwing at him. I'm feeling good if I'm the Manly player.
Fatui was the first run. Kiowa is the second run. They've both been good runs. Oh, nice stepping here. Look on the inside. Beautiful ball to Anderson. He does that well. The fullback, Jade Anderson, just follows through the middle of the field. Now, option on the back for Tom Wright. Still going, Tom. Look for support on the outside. Smalley got there a little late. Now, Fainu, dummies inside. Then he goes to Fatui. He'll offload. Back to Fainu. Fainu. Bouncing on his toes too. They're full of beans here. The Manly side. Last tackle. So another good set after points. Cast will kick. And it's not a good one. 7 tackle set coming courtesy of William Kennedy.
And they're going to get a quick start. That's the last thing that Manly wanted. Manly are dominating on everywhere. They just need everything good to keep going their way. They just don't need a dampener of momentum or a change of attitude. And that kick was that change of momentum.
Hasn't it swung? There you go. Isaac Lumi gets over the advantage on. Oh, look at this charge. Bang! Jonathan Tufunga. Excellent charge. Just 38 metres out now from the Manly line on tackle 2. The impact of a 7 tackle set. Now Metcalf. Back on the inside. Metcalf goes again. This time he dummies and goes himself. So they go left-hand side. It is the Sharks again. I think you'll find that's Eddie Fa'alua in jersey 26. Maybe the 8 doesn't fit him. So dummy Flanagan offloads to Kennedy. Fa'alua just throws it out the back and it's taken by Cade Cust. I know it was his 3rd involvement in the set. That's not quite what they needed, Brett.
No, that's right. They probably needed to come up with a repeat set from Flanagan. He had the ball on the left. Had a chance to just grab it behind him, but he took the option to pass back inside and threw it to a front rower who literally had no option except for trying to throw and hope to find a player.
Now Smalley. Oh, that's a good charge. Straight over the tack of Lumi, and then the pass. Blake Andrews under pressure. But again, at that physical nature. What Manly are doing. Here's Captain Cuddles.
That's you, Jim. This is Captain Courage on the field.
Sorry.
Cuddles off the field.
Now, Wright goes to the air in that corner. Wants to find Tufunga and isolate him. Well, I think he had no eyes for the ball there.
Penalty. The other ball.
Absolutely right. Alfred Smalley has had his eyes on the man and not on the ball.
Just one step too early. You've got to let them catch it. You've got to let them touch their feet on the ground, and then you're allowed to tackle them. Oh. Do you know what happens next time they put a bomb up down there, though, Jim?
He's having a look.
He's having a little look.
I'm having a look from here. Oh, just not getting it right, the Sharks. As Matautia checked on his run. They're definitely rattled here, the minor premiers. It's Fa'alua. As we mentioned, he was named in jersey 8. He's in jersey 26. Now Ryan King. See if he's got some fancy footwork to get things going. He hasn't. He's got an error.
Just have a look at their stats. The Cronulla Sharks are beating themselves. Yeah, Manly got physicality, but they're allowing physicality. 10 from 10 Manly. Wonderful completion rate. 4 from 9. Add a few penalties to that.
Yeah.
39% possession. I am full of running from Manly. These little leg ups they keep giving me, I'm energised. I feel great. 18 missed tackles. We mentioned about 30 in the second half last week. They got 18 already in the first 25 minutes. 50% of this game is defence.
Yes.
They're losing that side of it.
And Manly's defence has been their issue all year. No problem in scoring points. But tonight, thus far, it has been excellent. Mark Barney, ball comes loose.
Strip.
Oh dear, 3 in the tackle, penalty.
Not much going Cronulla's way, is there? It's very important here that John Morris gets a message out there and just tells his side to calm down. There's 55 minutes of game time to go.
Yep.
A lot of time. They can lose this, though, in the first half.
What did the old coach say? You can't win a game in the first 20 minutes, but you can lose a game.
Correct. They can do that many bad things to themselves that they're out of the race.
Oh, gee, there's Tarrant again. This time it was Vasquez with an excellent tackle right into the midriff. Far two, did well to hold it. Now he steps off the left. He goes forward again. Fainu out of dummy half, and he gets cussed. This is Anderson. Anderson spinning out of it. Tackle, dropped the ball. Well, there was a great opportunity for Jade Anderson. No advantage for the Sharks.
Whistle's gone.
But then another really good opportunity to set up there for the Seagulls, and it comes to nothing.
A little error there from Anderson. We just praised them about how great their completion rate was. And, well, there's their first error for the game. So sorry, Manly fans. We won't talk that up again. And it was just a simple loose carry. Oh, pops out. It's unhappy. There's plenty of space if you go through the middle of Cronulla. Watching their defensive pattern, they work very hard sliding. Space through the middle instead of running around them. Cronulla 4 from 9 completion rate. They need to get about 5 in a row, Jim. They need to get a feeling for the game back, and they just need to calm themselves down.
Definitely need to get to the kick on this set of 6. It's Katoa. He's had his second run in this set. Ramian. Just see the class in Jesse Ramian when he carries the ball. Now Brayley out of dummy half. Magulius to Flanagan. Again, not quite there. Back to Magulius. Goes crossfield now. 2-on-1. Lumi. It's away from his winger. Picked up by Alfred Smalley. You can't do that, Alfred.
Do you think Smalley's taking some aggression pills? He's just been tackled and he thought, I'm just going to pick your leg up and throw you over the sideline. Well, he's trying to absolutely smash him on a kick a little bit early.
He's highlighting some strength, isn't he?
Just can't tip him upside down, Jim.
No, you can't do that. Falua here is carrying the ball. Excellent attacking opportunity here for the Sharks. Now Magulius out the back from him to Flanagan to Metcalf and King. And straight at Cust, only 5 metres short of the line. Sharks taking their time. Slow old play the ball. Out the back now. Magulius goes long. This is Flanagan. Dummies, Flanagan, danger. Taken short, 2 metres from the line. Good tackle from Andrews. Now the little kick through. Magulius off the upright. Brilliant, Billy. Regathers and scores. Sharks back on track.
Well, he's playing like a halfback. He's just linking there to Flanagan, being the pivot in the middle. This is a nice kick from Brayley. Oh. Might have watched the dummy half from last year do that for the Sharks. A guy called Innes, who's been helping Brayley's older brother. Great hands, great response, much needed for Cronulla. We talked about him needing to calm down. Well, that'll help calm him down. 18 points to 12. As bad as they've been, you're 6 points behind. You got down there twice, and you've scored 2 tries.
That's exactly right.
Let's get down there more often.
They've looked to their leaders, haven't they? Billy Magulius gets the try. He is the captain. Blake Brayley is one of their experienced players. Magulius, a mascot jet, Cronulla Caringbah Jr. And I mentioned the stats that he's put together this year for offloads and for hit-ups. He's a New South Wales under-18 rep. He's studying a Bachelor of Business, and I already made mention of the fact that he was the Rugby League Players Association NYC Academic Player of the Year. So he's done very, very well, and he's got himself a try for the team just when they needed it. Flanagan, it'll be no problems for him. It'll be 18-12, and it'll be Sharks back in the game, Hannah.
Gents, Johnny Morris, the coach, he understands that a lot of these guys have to go to work or go to uni during the day. So they go to the gym at 5:30 in the morning, and he really wanted to instill in the team preparation and how important that is. So he told them eating breakfast, you can't come to training without actually having eaten anything. And Billy Magoulias was the guy who had made big adjustments. He actually started bringing a lunchbox full of great food, nutritional food constantly. Such was his desperation to really be a good footballer.
He's certainly reaping the rewards, isn't he, Hannah? He's just put together an outstanding NYC season. But he'll be looking for team success more than anything. And right now, the Sharks are working hard to get back into this game. Looked very flat, the pass. Here he is, Magoulias, not with his lunchbox. He's got the ball. Oh, it's an offload. Beautiful to Flanagan. Now he puts Kennedy away. The Manly defence responds. Wright was there, the tackler. Some really positive signs now for the Sharks. This is King out on an edge with a nice little flick. Katoa beating tackles. Now back to Ramian. He's already got a try. Tries to push away. Throws the ball back inside off the feet of Metcalf. I thought it was play on, and it is, the referee said. But it's Manly with the ball through Anderson.
Oh, they got lucky there, Manly. What about some football down the right edge for Cronulla? The footwork, the duck your head down, get under, the support. You see here, Ramian gets the ball back. Katoa creates the opportunities, gives the ball back. Ramian, if it finds a pass here for Cronulla, they score. Metcalf's there, but just doesn't bounce up to him.
It was play on too, because it was off the feet of Metcalf. But Jade Anderson did well to be in the right place at the right time. This is Kiowa, I think, who's come up with an error. It is.
Let's go, 1-2.
So
Back to me here.
that, in fact, wasn't an error. It was the last tackle. So lack of awareness through the halves there with Cade Cust and Tom Wright. Manly don't get to their kick.
Well, and Cronulla have completed a couple of sets. Cronulla are back in the game with some fluency on completion. They've scored a try, completed a few sets. They look like scoring again. And now Manly make an error. Oh, there's a line break.
Towdy is away, looking for support. Wright's going for the football. He's got to stop him first. He does it. A metre short of the line. Manly under the pump. Here come the Sharks. Brayley to Metcalf. Knows there's numbers on the outside. Kennedy sums it up. Goes himself 5 metres short of the line. Still got tackles remaining. Magoulias just goes short. This is Faulkner. It's a turnover here for the Sharks. All that pressure that was coming, and it's come to nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're in error. 7-2 are the errors to Cronulla. What about the run here? Matautia gets through, and you're right. Wright was trying to just knock the ball out. No, make the tackle, kid. Does about a metre out. Kennedy gets the ball to the right, and it certainly looks like Kennedy's going to score. He just slips over, and here's the error. You could have said left-hand strip. It could have been given that either way.
It's one of those discretionary ones, isn't it? Tight affair here with the Sharks working their way back into the game. What are we going to get in the NRL? See it all on Fox League. Eels up against the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been so brave in this competition. A good win against the Sharks. Actually, it was a great win. It was better than a good win. And the Eels, of course, put the competition on notice, didn't they, with their performance against the Melbourne Storm last week.
Well, this is what the Cowboys do. The Cowboys have got the best completion rate in the comp. And if they do what the Sharks do, who are 6 from 13, they'll beat Parramatta. We saw Cronulla last week make some errors in the first grade side, and the Cowboys were good enough to win. In semi-final football, you've got to have over 80% completion.
Excellent kick from Manase Fainu that hits the corner post. So we're back out for a 20-metre tap. William Kennedy with a long pass. And he gets the ball back. You love seeing that. Now Ramian tries to get to the outside. He does with the offload. And he can't hang on to it. Katoa, now Manly are throwing it around as well. Marbani is taken. 7 tackles set. They don't use 0. Fatui. Forget about all this sideways stuff. He wants to go straight towards the goalpost. Martin involved in the middle of the field. There's the replacement player that's on, Joseph Ma'u. Fainu out of dummy half. Fatui now, second carry. Excellent position here for the Sea Eagles. They'll go right, to right. Double pump to Anderson, tries to push away from Flanagan. Does well, the little halfback, to hang on to his man. Now we'll get a kick. This time it's right. He's stepping, he's running. This time off the left foot, holds up in the in-goal area.
On the goal line.
You heard it from the referee on the goal line. Centimetre short, William Kennedy, but excellent play, Tom Wright and the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, excellent play. And they've got to stop sprinting out the line on Tom Wright because he will sidestep you. And you give him a reason to sidestep, then he can play ad-lib football. It was a wonderful kick. It was a left foot kick. And Kennedy did his best to get out. Repeat set. Cronulla have got to defend. 4 minutes to half-time.
Oh,
6 behind. You've got to defend this set.
It's a big set of 6. Here we go. Let's see what the Sea Eagles can put on. What's Coach Lampkin got up his sleeve for just this occasion? He starts with Ma'u. Slow play of the ball. Fatui been excellent in this first half as Cust gets away from the defender. As Ryan King, Ramian was able to wrap him up. They're only 20 metres out. Now, Alakawatu, short of the line. A good charge, though, 12 metres. And they go to Fatui. He's expecting Tom Wright. There's the big 5'8". Fatui, second phase play. Now Fainu again. Finds Anderson, centre field. Jade Anderson, strong and too strong. Straight through. Well, that's just running with intent. And on the cusp of half-time, got a bit of a distraction in the background. Jade Anderson gets the Sea Eagles next. Liam Kennedy took his time at pointing to the spot, but no doubt about it, this is just a player who wanted it more.
Certainly right, Jimmy, and it was a massive set for Cronulla defensively just to hang on. We see the big front rower getting the offload. I think that was meant to be Wright's position, but he got in the way. But this is ad-lib football. This is just poor defence from Cronulla. Really horrible defence on the fact that this is half-time. You're 6 behind. You've got to defend this set. Yeah, you've been asked to do more tackles than you have because of the great repeat set, but someone wanted it more, Jim.
Once the whistle's gone or we've made a decision, I can't come him coming in and tapping players on the head and getting involved and causing rubbish, okay? It ends here. It's happened 9.
No, I'll tell him.
Just wait. It's happened too much, and it stops here.
Can I say something? When they score, can you tell them don't do the same thing?
Absolutely. I want you to focus on your team.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Here we go, mate.
You'd like to see it eradicated from the game, anyway, I would.
I'd like to know why the right winger's under the goalpost, patting the fullback on the head or something.
Well, he's celebrating. Unfortunately, he's not celebrating with his teammate. He's doing it with the opposition. Let's not take away from that man's great work, Jade Anderson, a former Bulldog. That's now his 15th try in 19 games. You can add to that some goal kicking as well earlier in the year. And as I mentioned, had to pass a fitness test last night to take his place in this side. Wayne Lampkin and the medical staff at the Sea Eagles will be very happy they gave him the all clear. No problem here, you would think, for Tavita Funa. And so this is a massive lead that the Manly Sea Eagles are going to take into half-time. Just when we thought the Sharks worked their way back into the game, Manly go and score a 6-pointer.
And you talk about momentum changes. Repeat set was a huge call.
Yeah.
Tackle, they get a kick, Jim, that goes into the sideline, hits the corner post. Tackle zero. Forced pass from Ramian. Ball back to Manly. Repeat set. And then guess what, Cronulla? You've got to defend another set and you're not up to the challenge. This is the best defensive team in the competition this year.
Yep.
You've conceded 24 points in the first half.
And that is a charge too. Joseph Ma'u. Billy Magoulias, he won't be happy with his own missed tackle. He and Falua for that Anderson try. But again, a big set coming here for Manly. Let's see what they do after points. Tom Wright wants to have a shot at them. He's got that big, extravagant dummy. I don't think anyone falls for it, but he's still hard to handle. Look, 3 players can't put him to ground.
Penalty against number 7.
There you go. Here's an opportunity.
We're not going quick. You just got to leave him
Now
there.
they're all getting involved. Kyle Flanagan maybe a little frustrated. I don't know why there couldn't have been a quick tap there. Tom Wright certainly wanted to do it because he realises it's only 40 seconds. Fainu quickly puts it into touch. And the last say of the first half will go to the Manly Sea Eagles. So here's fresh players on the field for Manly. Andrews with the run now, Cust. This is Anderson tipping it on straight away. This is Funa. Hasn't had the involvement in general play as he did last week. Ma'u certainly made a difference since he's been on the field. 6 seconds remaining. What's their last shot before the siren? Goes to right. Little kick, gets it through. Kennedy there. Saves the day. But lots of work ahead of the minor premiers here. Semi-final action, Manly 24, lead Cronulla 12. So many try assists and line break assists already. Blake Brayley this year got one in the first half as well for Billy Margulius, but 40 minutes is all that one side has left in season 2017. Let's find out who it is. Manly, first opportunity with the ball in the second half. We'll get an update from the sheds from Hannah Hollis very shortly. It's pretty easy to think that John Morris was saying hang on to the ball, and Wayne Lampkin was saying more of the same, please, gents. There's Fa'alua showing his strength. And the tackle with Flanagan. Oh, again, the contact. It was Kiowa. And Brayley was the man defending. Here's Alfred Smalley. And such power in his game tonight. Right. Comes off the hand of a Cronulla player, I thought. He's still saying last, and Anderson decides to kick. Finds some space as well, ending upright. Good positional play there from William Kennedy.
Hands away now, stay square.
And he gets the first opportunity for the Sharks in the second half. Now Ramian. So again, they were putting pressure on Wright in that last tackle. And again, his first thought was run.
Well, it's instinct football. We heard the coach mention it. He didn't know if he was the genuine 5'8", just a running player. And if you run at him quickly, instinct would force him to run. He slips over on that occasion. Cronulla just have to settle in for the next 10 minutes. You can't win the game the first 3 minutes of the second half. You'll win it the last 3 minutes of the second half. Build some pressure, complete some sets. You're 12 points behind. Easy able to score 12 points.
Well, they do that, no problem first up. In fact, it's an excellent kick from Flanagan because there was indecision between Anderson and Smalley. And eventually it was the latter who picked up the ball but made no ground. Now Anderson. That's the type of control you're looking for over 40 minutes, Brett.
Correct. I want to see Cronulla build them out, build some pressure, make Manly work hard, and then the tries will come. Not the fact that you've got to score tries without doing the hard work.
Here's Marbani. This is Bill Out, who's in that Lebanon Cedars World Cup squad of 40. Head coach Brad Fittler will make a decision as to whether he makes the final cut of 24. There's Cust. He's up. It's relatively simple for William Kennedy. We saw last week just how skilled he is with the ball in the air. Some difficult takes, and he did it comfortably. What was said at halftime to Hannah Hollis?
Well, I can tell you Wayne Lampkin is very happy with the way his troops are performing. He just says keep the effort up, keep the energy and stick to the game plan. Whereas Cronulla, John Morris, is asking what's happened. Get back to what we were doing in the middle of the year when we were winning. Complete your sets and please stop missing tackles and put the pressure back on the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, it sounds so simple. More difficult to do. Magulius going sideways. Atautia spins in a tackle, was going for the sideline. Magulius has thrown it to Andrews. He got an intercept try last week, and now he's bundled into touch.
Scrum now. I'll take the scrum.
Take the scrum, and it's Sharks' ball.
I'd be patting Flanagan on the head. He falls these two Cronulla players, get away from the sideline. You got nowhere to go. You can't just throw and hope. Flanagan saves you. Great tackle from him, drags him over the sideline. I think John Morris said, let's get some control.
Yes.
Was that what he said 3 minutes 50 ago?
That's what Hannah told us.
All right, let's start forming. Come on. Cronulla.
It was a big play, wasn't it? 'Cause that was Blake Andrews with the ball.
Heads in.
That's Manly starting a set of 6, 40 metres out from the Sharks line. So the biggest play that Cole Flanagan makes today might be a defensive one. Mr. Funga with a run, and there's a good charge from Faulkner. Lumi is in behind the markers and makes good ground as well. So an excellent set so far from the Sharks. They're just 10 metres out. They go to Metcalf. This time Flanagan's on his right. Now, this is Kennedy. It's a good tackle there from Martin. Might have injured himself in the tackle. Magoulias. Thought he saw some space there right on the line. Still going Billy Magoulias. Just short. Last tackle Sharks. Brayley finds Metcalf. Little left footer into the in-goal area. They've mucked it up there. Anderson tries to get out. Doesn't. They got in each other's way there, the Manly players. And this will be drop out to the Sharks.
And it doesn't matter if you're a Cronulla player to score this set. You just got to keep thinking, build pressure, the tries will come. Lovely kick from Metcalf. Wright and Anderson get in each other's way. That's where the knock-on was created. Patience, Jim. Patience is required from Cronulla. Let's make Manly work hard. Let's drain them of some energy that they've got.
Remember, as Hannah told us before the game, Luke Metcalf, who did show a nice touch on that left foot, headed to Manly next year. Look at the charge here from Faulkner. Great work from Big Zach. He's been good since he's been on the field. Now, Magoulias. Fainu knows he's got to get on that ball with the Sharks captain. Makes it a slow old play of the ball. Now Flanagan goes right to the line. Tautia standing in the tackle. He's a player who is headed to the Gold Coast next year. 5 metres out from the line. Still got options to the right-hand side. Flanagan looked like he was going to pass, and then he showed a lot of strength to get that close to the line. You see his forehead on the try line. Goes out the back. This time to Farlua, spinning. Good defence from the Seagulls. They're in numbers, and they needed to be. Last tackle, Sharks. Brayley, Magoulias is the recipient. I don't think he was the intended one. And it's cleaned up by Manly. Just got it wrong last tackle.
Well, they did great, Manly, to defend the try line. Looked like they're going to score. Yeah, tackle 5, wrong pass, but wonderful field position. Now it's time for Cronulla to muscle up, to keep Manly down here, to not concede a penalty.
And they're doing just that. Oh, no. You heard from the referee, the strip, 2 in the tackle. So the one thing they had to do was not concede a penalty, and that's exactly what they've done.
And the pressure that Manly were under now gets relieved. 2 in the tackle, hand on the ball. Manly now will start this set over the 30-metre line. Now Cronulla will defend the set and get the ball back on their own try line.
Gee, there wasn't much in it, was there? By the time the second defender came in, it's one of those discretionary penalties, and it went against the Sharks. This is Martin. Some good numbers from him in that first half. 18 tackles, leading the count for Manly. Now Andrews. He's played a bit of centre this year as well, Blake Andrews. Fainu, look at him skip out a dummy half. There's the nice little offload as well. Kyle goes on the outside to Smalley. Big dive, big try. Great start, second half Manly. Referee looking to point to the spot. He does it. They got that one opportunity, Manly, and they've taken it after the break.
Yeah, Smalley gets a try, and he has to work really hard. Starts here with a dummy half jumping out. Well, again, some great football played. Cronulla trying their best. Flanagan gets there to try and push Smalley over the sideline. I still go back to the penalty, Jim.
Yeah.
The penalty that was conceded, gave him the ball, unable to defend it. And you talk about momentum changes. Wow. The dive. We've seen Smalley involved in a number of incidents today.
Well, most of them have been positive for the Manly Seagulls. We've talked about the power with which he runs the ball. He's at Otahuhu Leopards Junior. If you know about the history of that club, they have provided some outstanding talent to the National Rugby League.
Thanks again for joining us. The hashtag
5 New Zealand captains have come out of that little club. And Alfred Smalley is another one who is making his mark.
Keep the photos coming through. We'd like to put you on the big screen tonight at ANZ Stadium.
So big kick here to Vita Funa. 16 points is one thing, 18, where you've got to have 4 scoring plays, at least, is another thing altogether. Tough side for the right footer. Has been good, strikes it nicely, but it'll be waved away just. But it's Manly once again in control, Hannah.
Really great story about Alfred Smalley. This is his first year at the club. He's come over from New Zealand. He's the strongest ball carrier in the team, but he's only the youngest in the team. Now, interestingly, well, unfortunately, his mum died halfway through this year, so he actually went home to New Zealand and has made his way back to the team, and I'm told he's taken to the team and to Australia like a duck to water.
Oh, sad news for Alfred Smalley. Playing in his mother's honour. He's doing really well tonight, as are plenty of his teammates. Now Keith Titmus is on the field as well. Here he is again with it. Another charge. Met in strong defence by Daniel Vasquez. Tarrant, another charge from him. It's his 8th hit up of the game. Add to that 10 tackles. Right, goes inside to Andrews. Looks likely when he carries the ball. Back to right. Short side, Kennedy does nicely. Oh, look at that finish to your set. 2 metres out from the Sharks line. All the hard work to do. Loomy steals some down the short side. And Tom Wright, heads up play, again has the ball. Stops, goes again Tom Wright. Look at him run, the dummy, doing it all himself. Well, that is spectacular. Absolutely brilliant. Gets a treble straight after they scored earlier. Tom Wright, take a bow.
That was amazing, Jim, what we just saw. The wonderful kick, the great kick down the short side. Cronulla sneaks and play. He steals the ball for the second occasion tonight. And it's like Cronulla say, that's not fair. We're not allowed to tackle him. And he goes searching and searching and searching. Looks for a space created. Oh, they slide. He throws a dummy. He scores. Watch this again.
Oh, just amazing. Isaac Loomy did steal 10 metres down the short side.
But look at the space. It gets him to stand still. They've got no idea, Cronulla, what to do.
Well, look at that. Jesse Ramian was coming in for a run. Ryan King was on his outside. It was panic stations here. There's plenty of numbers for Manly. I think we're seeing the emergence of an exciting talent here. This guy's just got class stamped all over him. Second hat-trick for the season, this time in a semi-final. Just brilliant.
Well, they had Tom Trbojevic last year go back and play NYC finals 2 years ago and was unbelievable. That was his making.
Yeah.
Seems to be going all right at first grade.
He goes okay. Now Funa with another kick. This has just been an avalanche of pressure from Manly. He misses, so they're going up in 4s in the second half, but Manly players, Manly the team. You said before the game that the Sharks forwards were under pressure. Now, if you're the coach, John Morris, if you're the leaders out there, who are we looking to get themselves back into this game? 20 points down.
Well, I'm going to look at every player on the field and say it's time now to put your hand up. Your season is on the line. 20 points behind. There's Remy, and the centre puts his hand up. That's the first big collision.
It was on Titmus, the replacement player.
This is for Manly to lose, Jim, now. I'm going to say Manly are in the box seat. Their own poor doing here
Tackle 2, take it back on
will
the
allow
mark.
Cronulla to get a hope. If they keep the foot on the throat, you think they win comfortably. You think they put more points on the board.
Well, we saw that outstanding completion rate first half. Now it's 23 from 25, so just the one error in each half thus far for Manly. They are playing almost perfect football. He's Smalley again. Look at the carry. As Hannah said, he's got another 2 years eligible at this level. Martin. And they'll get to their kick as well after points.
That's good.
Goes high to Katoa. Around him, and Siona takes it pretty comfortably. But they're making the Sharks start their sets 15 metres out from their own line.
9 out of play.
And Cronulla have done lots of yardage sets tonight. They've only had 40% ball. They've been out of their own half 52% of the time. Manly have got to think that completion rate continues, Jim. Kick the ball to their end and challenge Cronulla to go 80 metres and score a try.
That's what they've got in front of them at the moment. Josh Carr with the ball out the back to Brayley, creating. Hangs on to the ball, but only just. Look up to. It's the defender, Magulius. This is Wilton on the field now. Lumi, last tackle, good awareness. It's a nice kick too. Doesn't bounce for Flanagan, it bounces for Anderson. He's able to pick it up. Showed courage there too, the fullback.
Well, I don't know if the footy gourds are on Cronulla's side. That ball bounces back to Flanagan.
Yeah.
That goes their way. It bounces in favour of Manly to Anderson. Cronulla are just searching for something to give them a lift.
Something or someone.
Well, yeah, both. Absolutely both. They need a lift. They need a confidence boost. They need a hope.
This is Funa. So we had the run from Barney, and Kiowa was the one before that. So their outside men doing the job. Kick from Cuss, not a good one. Straight to Katoa, one of the danger men, one of the 6 players from the Sharks side who was named in that Holden Cup Team of the Year. We must make mention of the fact that there is no Britton Nakora. He was suspended for that spear tackle he did last week.
Four, back here, mate.
But in saying that, Jesse Martin, who's one of the very good back rowers for Manly, he will be eligible to play next week. He also had a 2-week suspension.
If Manly win, Jim,
if
you're going to change the winning side. Geez, you're a hard coach.
He's a star player. Yeah, looking for a star here. Magulius is one of them. He goes to Lumi, stops. Defence doesn't stop with him. Pushes away from Andrews, but Andrews comes again and makes the tackle. So last tackle and Flanagan goes high. Anderson coming forward again. And again he takes it. Sharks complete their set, but no real threat at the end of it. It's Mabani.
Oh, that'll help him.
Oh.
That helps him.
I was going to say he juggled it and was able to hang on to it. Just a little fumble there. And here, you would think it starts for the Sharks.
Field position is presented. As we see here, the little fumble just comes loose. Cronulla, great attacking options. They need to create some attacking options. They need some players in motion. Flanagan's got to get ball in hand. Players running off him. Now the challenge is back on Manly to defend the set.
Magulia standing in the centres. Let's see how they construct this set. This is Wilton. Naruma Jr. Beautiful spot on the south coast of New South Wales. Brayley out of dummy half to Metcalf, goes short to King. He's got power and speed, Ryan King. Can't use it on this occasion. Metcalf to Flanagan. A dummy from Flanagan, looking. This is Andrews. Now he pops it out to Magoulias. Goes kick early on tackle 3. Over the dead ball line. 7 tackles set. Brain snap from the skipper.
Scoreboard pressure from the skipper. 20 behind. No need to kick. Nothing on. Great offload from Flanagan. Keeps it alive. And the skipper shows signs of panic.
Third tackle. He knew as soon as he kicked it, it was too heavy and it was the wrong option. The way they've played this year, we know that the Sharks can score 21 points in 22 minutes. Just wonder whether the belief is there in the squad at this point. Fainu, what a run.
Well, they're the best defensive team in the comp, Jim. They cannot concede another point. There's no way that they can score more than 20. They cannot concede any more points.
So they're defending as if their lives depend on it, and it might right here. This is a Lokawatu. He'll stand, take his time. Could have passed to any number of players. Taken by Metcalf. They go last. Cast into a corner. Katoa will jump for it. In the end, it's Manly stretching out. Gee, nearly got there. To beat Afuna. He got a couple of tries last week, and he nearly stretched out for his first tonight.
Yeah, nice kick there it was, and Funa gets very close to the ball, to the try line, but Jesse Ramian keeps himself moving on the kick, gets back there, saves the try. They cannot concede another try. If Cronulla concede a try, there is no way they can win. Defend your life, defending for your season. Now can you score a couple?
Well, here's the stat that's going to be concerning for Sharks fans, and that is that only 4 times this year have they conceded 30 or more points. Round 1, round 26, first week of the finals, and now tonight. Loss, 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 loss.
They're not over yet, Jim. Don't give up on them.
Sorry, I added too many losses there.
3 definite losses guaranteed. Today, still 20 minutes to go.
One ref now.
It's a different style of football semi-finals. It's totally a different style of football. The intensity is increased. You need to have a really high completion rate. You can get away with it in normal rounds. There's desperation. There's scoreboard pressure. 9 from 11 for Manly. Again, they made 1 error the first half. So far, 2 errors in 20 minutes. And Cronulla's completion rate just not up to scratch.
66% is not going to get it done for the Sharks right here. 19 minutes remaining, 20 points the difference.
We actually haven't seen Cronulla play good for a few weeks. If you walk away and say we got beat, giving it our best chance,
yeah,
you're happy. They'll feel like they haven't given it a chance. The metres ran for Manly have been enormous. About 200 and odd metres further they've ran. Cronulla have made 70 extra tackles. How much petrol Jim's left in that tank?
Well, there was an extra 15 metres from Alfred Smalley, and about 8 of them were after contact. This is Michael Fenn on the field now for Manly as they go left through Cust, and this is Lokawatu. Gee, strong. Short of the line though. Fainu looking for a runner. We'll go with Martin, presenting an option for him. 3 defenders there to bring him to ground. Still 1 tackle. Fainu points at a spot. Instead, he lobs it over to right. Big Tom. Well, that's about the best job they've done on him.
You pulled his
They
arm
get
back down.
themselves a penalty.
It's not quick. We're inside 10.
That was tackle 5. Can't take the quick tap. They don't mind that, Manly. They got the ball again, and they're in the right territory. You go to 22. And who says, nah, we're going for the try. Tarrant 3 metres short under the goalpost. He's already scored tonight. Now look at that space. Look at that space. It was yawning. And Josh Martin gladly went through it. Brett Kamali said they can't concede points. They've done that. They've been brilliant, Manly. And there's another try for them.
Well, they didn't want to take the shot at goal, Jim, because they were looking for a try. Look at that. Just players running onto the ball. Cronulla looked exhausted. Space was too big. Fainu, the dummy half, we spoke about him, former halfback, now gone the dummy half in round 7. Significant move for his own career. Done great.
Josh Martin is the man. Belrose Eagle, Davison High School. So he's born and bred Sea Eagle. As you can see, 9th try this year. And he's worked hard tonight too. 22 tackles, 12 hit-ups. That gets across for the try. Now, if he kicks this to Vitafuna, and we can make a presumption that he will, in their first game of the year, the Sharks conceded 40 points and lost. And we can probably make the presumption this is their last game of the year, and they're going to concede at least 38. And that's their 2 highest against for the season.
I think it'll get to 50. I think there's a few more coming in Manly's favour here.
Well, they're full of confidence. Tavita Funa would be as well. And they have every right to be, Hannah. They're playing superbly.
Absolutely, and Josh Martin is 100% rugby league, I'm told. He's one of the most committed players in the team. He's not that skillful, but he does everything he can to be the most professional. He does the extras and he has a great attitude. And he actually spent his whole career in the middle and was only moved to the edge this year. And evidenced by that try we just saw, it seems to be paying off.
Jimmy, we see here a knock-on against me. We spoke to Wayne Lampkin a few weeks ago at Brookvale, and he said he trains him extremely hard. He teaches them how to tackle and gives them that great development at the start.
Yep.
That's the style of footy they're playing, isn't it? He's got them to this stage from what he's probably done November, December, January, and continued it.
Yeah, they've responded, haven't they? The young guys. He did make mention of that. That's the way they've played tonight. It's the way they played last week against the Cowboys. The fact they finished 8th hasn't fazed them at all. Here's Kennedy. Looming. Get away from Kiowa.
Stay square, hold, go.
Good point. Good point, Mick.
Out together.
Didn't look to offload, but he got himself in a good position to do so. There's more offloads for Brayley. This is Metcalf. We'll go back inside. This is King.
Release line. 1 foot.
Good footwork at the line, Ryan King.
Play the ball.
All over him there. Jaden Tarrant.
You can't play
And we've got a little bit of a scuffle going here.
Leave it.
Leave it. Hey, leave it.
Probably a bit more than that.
Anyone else?
And a bit of frustration boiling over for Ryan King and his Sharks teammates.
8. Yeah. Well, we'll get time off when your players are away.
Jaden Tarrant's the one that's got to be careful. He's got a game next week.
You'd hate to do anything silly now. Young kids, bit of adrenaline.
9 for Manly, 11 there.
Yep.
Penalty against Manly, though.
Yep.
No, I haven't
Yes,
got
James.
Mate, just...
Okay, come on. When you're in possession,
there
you've got
they
the
are,
penalty
the
this
two big
time.
men
Why don't you
going
just
head
stand
to
and play
head,
that ball
quite
when you're in
literally.
possession? Yeah. Otherwise you can lose the ball.
Yeah, so 8.
8 and 9. Jaden Tarrant.
They kicked them.
Just
And
wait.
they say Fainu.
9, the original penalties for in the ruck. He's come back in and caused it. It's escalated from there. I need you boys leaving it where it is. We're at an important time in the game now. Penalties here. Yep.
Well, he wasn't Captain Cuddles on that occasion, was he? Captain Crazy.
Hold.
Tap and go for the Sharks. Vasquez. Straight at Tarrant. Short of the line. Desperately needing a try. If they're any hope, they desperately need a try. This is Ramian over the line, held up.
Short tackle 2. 1 foot, hold.
More
Not on him,
opportunities
don't play
coming
on
the
him.
way of the Sharks.
Go 2.
Brayley out of dummy half. Metcalf. Flanagan's there. He's kicked on tackle 3 again. And again,
Hands
Manly
away,
come up with the
16,
ball.
stay square, marker.
Brain snap. Metcalf, tackle 3, kick, didn't get through the line. Oh, can teammate win it, Jimmy? Can teammate, being Manly, just scrape into the finals, caused an upset last week, smash Cronulla tonight.
Oh.
That was great defensive effort. It looks like team 8 is team 1.
Yeah.
How good are they playing?
Yeah, they're playing really well. A good defensive effort again. Again, they work hard to earn themselves a penalty. And the Fox Sports Lab is telling us if the Sharks do lose this game, they will be the 4th minor premier in the Holden Cup to go loss-loss in the semi-finals. Yeah, they do a good job, those Fox Sports Lab. Fantastic.
9, letting
Here's
go.
Manly,
Don't play it on him.
looking to consolidate, maybe even extend their lead. Fainu, been brilliant. As Hannah told us, the former halfback, offload to Anderson. What a bonus his inclusion was for Wayne Landkin. Now, Kiowa. More metres from Samisi tonight. Been a handful.
Kennedy's in the line, Jim. There's no fullback.
Hold. Go 3.
Maybe a kick. Tom Wright wants to run. This is Tarrant he finds.
Off the ball,
Big
14.
Jaden works his way to the try line. They go left-hand side. This is Fenn. Fenn, good metres after contact, except he did it without the ball. Sharks look to pack quickly, and understandably so. Their season is slipping away. 12 minutes remaining.
Yeah, they've got to score. They need to score this set of 6. They need to come up with something. And you think Ramian or Kennedy looks most likely.
So here they go. Sharkies with the ball, wrong part of the field. Just to let you know, Manly Seagulls fans as well, the Warriors won the Holden Cup in 2014. They finished 8th. They needed a kick from the sideline in round 26 to qualify for the semi-finals. It can be done. Kennedy to Ramian. 2-on-2 situation, can't get away from him. So Tavita Funa, who started the game with a bad miss on Jesse Ramian, looks like he's going to have the last laugh. King. Been tireless, hasn't he? 24 tackles, 8 hit-ups. Now Flanagan. Tackle with the ball on the last.
5.
It'll go to Metcalf through the middle. That's another knock on. So another opportunity here for the Sharks.
Certainly the clock is against them. It was a defended set for Manly. Yeah, they get 6 to go, but there's 10 minutes to go. I don't think Jim Cronulla can run around Manly. I think they need to run through the middle. A change of angles will play back to the inside. We've seen Flanagan throw a few dummies and nearly get through. In watching how Manly defend, you can't run around them.
Let's see what they've got here. Now it's Kennedy. They're going to the outside. Katoa flies over. Steals himself a try. They couldn't, could they?
That was soft. Manly have been defending great, but that was just a simple catch pass, and they did run around him, Jim. Katoa is a try-scoring freak.
Yeah.
Just
there it is. Good on the outside of Bilal Marbani. Showed strength as well. You mentioned he's a try-scoring freak. He's a line break freak. He's got the most of them this year. He's a tackle break freak.
Can he do tackle 1, 3, and 5 this set? Get in the middle.
Wouldn't put it past him. Flanagan needs to kick them. Need to be going up by 6s. And it's away. So the margin is 22 points. So we have a look at this. As you say, training run sort of stuff, isn't it?
It just got beat for pace. It was man on man for Manly, but the pace and the ability of this kid, Katoa, 24 tries this season, 43.
In a 48-game career.
Oh, unbelievable.
He's a good one.
Are the Sharks looking for a first-grade winger? Jared Beale's gone.
Good point.
Could have a new winger there next year.
Valentine Holmes.
Oh, you're sacking him as a fullback. Oh, God, Jimmy. How many people are you sacking? The poor Manly back rowers are getting the sack because someone's coming back next week. Val Holmes. Sorry, Val. You're on the wing next year.
Well, they do have a bloke named Josh Dugan coming to the team.
Jack Bird's going. What? Who else are you getting rid of?
Leave it with me. That was Carr with a good charge. This is Wilton. So the Sharks full of running. Can they give us a grandstand finish? Flanagan to Metcalf. Look at him run. Metcalf still going Metcalf. Where's the support? It's inside in Flanagan. Doesn't need it. Luke Metcalf scored an 80-metre try last week. Gets something similar tonight. Look at them go. Full of energy, the Sharks.
Can we get that lab to give us the biggest comeback in semi-final history? 38. Manly were home. 38-16. 38-22. Cronulla full of running. Metcalf through the middle, throws the dummy. Manly fans will be happy because this kid's coming to your club.
Yeah.
But let's hope he doesn't beat you tonight.
It's a great run. Went around Jade Anderson too.
Oh, Jim, 16 points.
16 points. Would you believe that Manly are walking back slowly for the kickoff?
If Manly get themselves walking really slow and moving really slow, it's going to be hard to defend with energy.
Yeah, yep.
Cronulla must complete. Cronulla must score again. Must score this set of 6.
Well, Luke Metcalf, he scored 3 tries and was a man of the match in the New South Wales under-18s win this year. So again, he's still got 2 years in under-20s. As the ball sits up, this is Kennedy. So big defensive set required here for Manly. We had them penciled in to play the Dragons next week.
Let's get us a try. Give us a try this set.
Vasquez doing his best. Now Metcalf finds Flanagan. It was low and he goes long to Lumi.
Oh, they need to go the other side anyway, Jim. Metcalf scores. Katoa scores. Get the ball to the right edge. Get it to the right edge.
They're on the left edge at the moment. Flanagan thought he heard you, was going to send it. Ends up taking on the line himself. Couple of tackles up their sleeve, the Sharks. Now they go to Metcalf. Back inside for Vasquez. Can he give them an offload? No. Good defence, Manly. Crucial last play. Short side with Metcalf. Flanagan chasing. Anderson gets there. 2 in the tackle, can't do the strip. Manly players, as you say, walking everywhere.
Oh, drop ball.
And a drop ball from Manly. Here come the Sharks. Look at them pack the scrum. Get out of the way.
I think we said something about Manly. You just got to complete some sets. Put the ball at the other end. There's no way you can get beat. Their completion rate was wonderful. Now they're 29 from 35. Oh, Cronulla, you have to score. The ball's got to go right from this scrum.
Keith Titmus is with the error.
Ramian, Katoa, Jim. 2-on-2, middle of the field, 30 metres. Give him the football, please.
There it is, you can see
Look
it.
at that space.
Right hand
Got to go
side.
right.
They do it. Brayley off the back of the scrum. It was almost the Benny Barber play from last year. King, dummy, head fake, going over the line.
Field of play, it's a scrum.
He lost the ball. Ryan King, just short of the line. It was in the field of play. And now they've got to pack a scrum. Can you imagine the heart rate of the 2 coaches?
Oh, wow, this could have been game. Game in favour of Cronulla. Oh, just the hand gets knocked and he drops it short. Can we get a scrum against the feet, Jim? Look at Wayne Lampkin. We can't even see him. He's fallen off his chair.
This is Mahbani. What a game. All Sharks the last 10 minutes. You can hear the players saying, complete the set, complete the set.
Off the ball, 10.
I'm sure the runners are out there saying the exact same thing. Fainu, Fatui, been excellent. 17th carry for Ilya Fatui. Spawley and another charge. They're playing this set really well, as in very safely.
Not on him.
Might have got a head clash there. Vasquez last tackle. Oh, it's a long overhead pass to Wright. We've seen him do it. Beautiful kick into the corner. Tufunga better get his hands on the ball. He does.
Right, get ready for a short one.
Tom Wright looking for his 4th try of the night.
That was unbelievable. On getting a horrible pass on tackle 5, on having 4 Cronulla players sprinting at you. Don't worry, Jim. I'm cool. Right foot step, sum it up, line break, and repeat set.
Oh, now they've got to here. Olakau'atu strolls over. That is the game. Manly will play the Dragons in the preliminary final next week. And Hamoli Olakau'atu gets a try for the 2nd week in the 2017 semi-final series.
Oh, the short drop out. Cronulla, they should have scored at the other end of the field. Katoa misses it. Mark Dyer catches it, gets hurled up, gives it to Royce Simmons.
Almost.
Manly, they deserved the win, Jim.
Yeah.
They gave themselves a scare, but they have been a better football side. Deserved the win. Unfortunately for Cronulla, they lose 2 games before round 25, and then they lose 4 in a row. What a wonderful season. Gone.
I tell you what, we just saw 15th try of the year for Hamoli Olakau'atu. That's a fair tally for... Well, he's wearing 13. He plays a bit in the middle and a bit on the edge. You can see the devastation there. They've just been an outstanding side all year. But for some reason, round 25, round 26, week 1 semi-finals, week 2 semi-finals, it just hasn't happened for the Cronulla Sharks Holden Cup team. Most points scored against them this year. Tavita Funa looks to add a few more. As you can see the crowd building up, looking forward to that game. Eels up against the Cowboys next. Misses this one, doesn't matter, because we now know who's playing in our preliminary finals next week, Hannah.
We do, and there's a great story behind Holomole Olakau'atu. Sorry for the pronunciation. You know, at the start of the year, he was driving the boys to training. He wasn't actually playing. He wasn't even signed to the club, but Wayne Lampkin knew him from school footy, so they signed him, and here we are.
Yeah, he's 1 game short of a grand final appearance.
Is he going to play next week, Jim, or are you going to drop him as well? Is he get a game?
Well, let's have a look at him on Tuesday, and we'll see what we
We'll do a
think.
video review. Sorry, kid. He only made, what's he made? 20 tackles, 7 hit-ups, 1 offload, 1 line break. Scored a try. Nah, mate, you're not good enough.
Metcalf again. Sharks trying to the end. There he is, turns it inside to Carr. Started the game in the front row. He offloads to Brayley. There's Kennedy. It's going to be all for nothing, though. They trail by 20 points, 42-22. Just a brilliant performance by the Manly Seagulls. Flanagan short to the line. Wilton didn't look right. Able to be defended pretty comfortably by the Seagulls in the end. Magulius out to Flanagan. Dummies. Takes on the line. Now Brayley. This is Kennedy with a kick. Anderson. Got there quickly, Kennedy. Not quickly enough. They'll get the drop out, but it's all academic, Brett.
Yeah, well, they'll take their time here, Manly. No need to rush to the line drop. Cronulla will probably get a couple of tackles. Wow, what doesn't this throw open who could win the Holden Cup? They were a mile in front, Cronulla. They were a mile ahead.
Yeah.
Round 25, their blueprint is the Roosters play physical against them.
Yep.
Beat them. Newcastle see it. Parramatta see it. Manly, they won the physical battle today. Played some great football on the back of Wright. Cronulla beat themselves in a way of that 19 from 31 completion rate. Semi-finals, you've got to be better.
Oh, it was a bad pass. It was a nice little bit of skill from Flanagan. He was set upon by Andrews. This is Vasquez. Good charge, Daniel. Curtis Priest on the field now for Manly, getting a little bit of game time. Short to King. He turns it over. And I think probably fittingly, Manly will finish up with the ball.
11 hands away.
Hold here, hold.
So we're winding down now to an excellent victory for Manly Seagulls. Remember, they finished 8th in the season proper. The Molly Olakau'atu wants to take off again. Get those metres up. Doesn't matter. Siren sounds. Well done, Manly. Superb effort. Brilliant play across 80 minutes. A couple of nervous moments maybe at the end. But the Seagulls will go into the preliminary final against the Dragons for their shot at an appearance right here at ANZ Stadium on Grand Final Day.